If you don't know what pretty privilege is, it's basically whenever you're attractive and people treat you a lot better. And we're going to be looking at some TikToks of people talking about, you know, their experience with it.
Tell me you have pretty privilege without actually telling me that you have pretty privilege.
Oh, I have a story. So, when I was 22, I randomly moved to LA with no plan, no clue where I was going to live, nothing. I get down there and I ask one of my girlfriends if she wants to hang out. So while we're hanging out, we get to chatting and she goes, hey, why don't you just live with me in the model house for the summer?
Okay, so I think I've actually heard of these model houses before. It is in the name a model house. It's a house that models live for free. You just have to take photos and basically just look pretty. This is such an LA thing.
And I didn't know what that was at the time, but all it is a mansion in the hills where models get to live there rent-free, and in exchange, they just have to go to clubs twice a week and look cute. That's it. They Uber you there, you look cute, you stand around usually, and then you go home.
So basically their job is to look pretty at a club. Usually if you do go to clubs, there is like a bunch of pretty girls. Either they work there or, you know, they're just like hanging around. If it's in like a big major city, there's a high possibility they're actually being paid to be there. It's quite crazy, isn't it? It's like they literally are so beautiful, they get free rent to live in a big mansion for free, and they literally get paid to look pretty. Could I be a pretty club girl? I feel like I'd be like a pretty twink.
And I got to live there for an entire summer because she sent her agent photos of me and my height. And I just got to live there. It was so much fun. I got to meet Ed Westwick from Gossip Girl, Chuck Bass. Oh, I have so many stories from that house.
I mean, a lot of them houses are basically brothels as well. The pretty girls are there and they're around, you know, like the big celebrities. They usually do a lot of stuff in the back rooms as well. But I mean, it's quite crazy. That's like an actual thing, isn't it? Obviously, she was a very beautiful woman and, you know, she literally got to live in a really big mansion for free for 2 months. Yeah, again, I feel like I was born in the wrong body. I definitely should be a girl.
Sometimes when me and my friends are around a group of guys, they'll intentionally ignore me and only talk to my friends and pretend that I'm not there. And I think it's because they're too nervous to come talk to me because they think I'm cute.
I mean, if they're not even looking at you, that's awful. Something else that I've noticed which is so rude and I think is so backhanded. Whenever, you know, you're chatting to a guy and they're like, look, you're not my type, but you got an amazing personality. They're basically saying, yeah, you've got a great personality, but you're ugly. But why aren't they looking at you, you know? Are they literally like not making eye contact with you? I mean, to be fair, I don't make eye contact with anyone. Like if I'm going out and about, I look forward. I've got a mission that I'm on and I'm only doing that mission. You know, I'm not gonna be looking at anyone in their eyes. Because whenever you make eye contact with someone, then lock eye contact is kind of freaky. It's like, oh God, why are they looking at me?
Before they all figured out that I was gay, I never had to pay for my own tree. Like, if they just gave it to me. I didn't have to do anything for it. Like, they're like, here you go, don't worry about it. Like, okay.
So basically she was a lesbian, but guys and like I think bars would buy her drinks. Yeah, again, imagine being pretty and getting free drinks. I mean, I won't lie, in the LGBT community, I'm what is known as a twink, so I am basically quite pretty. I mean, I'll put my hands up and admit, you know, I can get a lot of guys. I'm very lucky. I don't really want a boyfriend. I'm single by choice. You know, not to toot my own wee horn, but you know, I am quite lucky. I'm skinny, I've got a pretty chiseled face, and I've got quite like a baby face. So like in the gay community, I'm already very, very privileged, and I feel like a lot of twinks should really, you know, recognize how privileged they are and how they've got like the twink pretty privilege. I don't really go to bars, they're not my thing, but would I get a free drink? I feel like I definitely try to flirt with one of the barmen and try to get a free drink.
Fun fact, actually a really dystopian fact that is maybe supposed to be a secret, but whatever. There is this network of apps that are essentially beauty passes. So if you're a model or just like a pretty girl or an influencer, you can apply to get in. They're like exclusive, so not everyone gets accepted, but you apply to get in, and if you get in, there's a of businesses, restaurants, like massages, facials, lip injections, makeup, clothes, whatever, haircuts, everything, yoga classes, Pilates, everything that you can get for free just if you like tag them on an Instagram story. So if you follow models that post like Joe and the Juice and Pilates on their story every single day, they're not paying for that.
That's not just pretty people, that's people who've got like a big audience online. There was an app I used to have, I can't remember what it was, but basically it was mainly for influencers, and companies in your area, businesses would be doing deals. It's like, okay guys, if you want to, you can come in, post about our, you know, business, and we'll give you this amount of stuff for free. It was a really big app, you know, there was places in Northern Ireland that were on it, in London, in America. But it's not just pretty people who can get that sort of stuff, it's also, you know, influencers and people for following. I think I've got like 30,000 followers on Instagram or something like that, and I think I've got like 200,000 cards on my main channel. If I really wanted to, I could get so many things for free. I could probably get free flights, free dinners, free meals, free clothes. I have got a few PR things before, but I'm not really into that stuff. I think it's kind of tacky whenever someone's always, you know, posting companies. But yeah, if you follow like an influencer and they're always tagging a company and like doing something, it's probably because they're getting it for free.
I've never paid my own way into a club. I used to hang around the drag strip close to my hometown, and I would ask random guys to drive their supercars, and they would let me. When I wanted to be a stripper, I did not have to audition. I haven't paid for over half of my tattoos. For those of you who've been here a while, yes, that includes the tattoo.
What is the
I've never
tattoo?
been ID'd or denied a drink before. About a year and a half ago, my ex and I were both driving home from a date. We got pulled over and accused of racing. The cop that pulled him over tried to take him to jail. The cop that pulled me over told me I was too pretty to be out here racing, and I would be such a shame to see such a face go to waste.
Oh damn, the cops are saying that to you. But something else that I'm really interested in is the club things. I've never been to clubs. Clubs are not my thing. But if you're pretty, you will automatically get in for free. And if you have clout, you'll get in for free. At LA and London, you know, parties and clubs, they'll ask you how many Instagram or like TikTok followers you have. And if you don't have a certain amount, usually over like 200,000, you won't get in. And the only other way you'll get in is if you're with someone famous or like, you know, if you're pretty. It's so weird, isn't it? Like, it's such a transactional, freaky type of world. I mean, I don't want to be part of it. I probably won't. Like, I'm not really a clubby person. But it's interesting how she got tattoos, drinks, she was able to drive cars. Like, it's fascinating how being beautiful can literally make your life so much easier.
Guys pay me so that they can text me.
Oh.
I have videos on how to do this on my account, but please don't do this if you're a minor. This is only 18 plus.
Well, do you want to know something, sweetheart? After I do this YouTube video, I'm going to do that as a side hustle. I mean, I've definitely got a lot of weird requests. I've got, you know, requests of people wanting to see my feet, parts of my body, and they're going to pay like big money. I do have a friend who I think he was 16 or 17 at the time, and he basically sent like ad pics to someone and got loads of money for it. I was only just 18, so I was kind of like, yeah, don't do it until you're 18. But it's crazy to think how, you know, people will pay hundreds of pounds just to see someone's feet. I mean, she was making 15 grand, so you know where I'm going to be going after this video.
Okay, so I was taking physics my freshman or sophomore year of college, and I had a 5%. Promise I'm smart. I just wasn't doing like, who the needs physics? Okay, you need physics, but still, like, so I skipped one exam. I didn't do any of the homework assignments, so it was on me. So doing what anyone would do, I went to his office hours, you know what I'm saying, and I was like talking to him, whatever, and we were like talking for a while. And this professor is known for hooking up with students.
Okay, well, that's not a professor, that's called a groomer, a pedophile. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but it's illegal. That should not be happening. I've got a feeling she's gonna, you know, use her pretty privilege to get a pass. I mean, there's no point telling us about it because it might get revoked.
He literally, like, I know, you know, he told me I could make up all the exams, even though you're not allowed to do that, at Panera. He was like, because his office was in front of Panera, he was like, just go to Panera, get a suit, and take the exam. I was like, all right. I don't know what the came over me, but when I was finishing out my exam, on the bottom I wrote, thank you so much for letting me do this. It would be so cool if I had an A in the class though, winky face. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. I went from a 5% to a 95%. And everyone in my class was so mad.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course you're going to be mad. You went up 90%. How do you go from 5% to 90% overnight? You know, something is very suspicious there. Yeah, again, that's like creepy because like obviously she's using, you know, her pretty privilege to, you know, get it. And, you know, she's like, yeah, we all know. But it's the fact that he's known for doing that to other students. I mean, do you want to know something? You should keep that to yourself because your literal 90% could get revoked. And then he's going to lose his job and then nobody else will be able to get through.
So I lived in Miami for 2 months modeling. And for 2 months, me and the other models that I lived with would go out to dinners and lunches with these guys that we knew. And when I say going out to dinner, I mean the bill was like thousands of dollars. Not one of us paid, ever. Not for an appetizer, not for a drink, not for a meal, not for a freaking dessert. For 2 months. We never paid.
They literally got free dinners for 2 months. This is why I really want to live in London because I feel like my twink years are coming to an end. Like, I'm 20, you guys. I've only got a few more years. But, like, I feel like I could definitely, like, seduce people. I'm quite good at it. There has been a few times where, you know, I've seen someone and give them a wee wink and then they've sort of, like, stared at me. I don't know what way they were staring at me, though. It could have been in a concerning way or, like, you know, oh, hey type way. But you want... But anyways, like I said, I need to get to London immediately.
But it gets so much better. We would spend like every single Sunday on other people's 3-story freaking mansion-looking yachts. Private chefs making us food, free drinks, once again, of course. I literally have an app on my phone. No, sorry, 3 apps on my phone that can get me free food, free workout classes, free dental services. I can get my teeth cleaned for free. And to top it all off, we were all supposed to go to Coachella for free and stay in a mansion for free, obviously. Basically live the week for free. People would literally email our agents asking to take us out to dinner. I'm out of time, but...
Obviously that sounds really good, but a lot of times them girls sort of are pimped out. Basically, you know, everything's being paid and they are expected to give something in exchange for all the free treatments, and it usually has to do with, you know, body parts. I mean, it's really big in Dubai, especially in LA. If you ever see like loads of pretty girls around, you know, celebrity, especially like the rappers, there's usually a reason why they're around, because, you know, they're being used for something else.
So I'm in my car right now, but basically there was this one time at Target where they were doing this, if you spend $50 you get $30 off. So I went to Target, you know, I was like, oh like this is a good ass deal. I went to Target, I gathered all my stuff, you know, ready to check out, and then I was a self-checkout, by the way. And then when I scanned my code, they're like, it said code invalid. And then I called the worker, I was like, hey, like, why is this invalid? And he was like, oh, like, this code is like not working anymore, like it's gone. And I was like, oh like damn. And then he was like, wait, like let me work something up for you. And I got the code, and on top of that I only had to pay $4. Left the store paying $4.
So let me get this straight. Target was doing like an offer where it's like you spend $50 and you get $30 off. Okay, I won't lie, I forgot what the deal was, but it was one of them weird deals. Am I the only one kind of gets sketched out about them deals? Because it's like, if you're spending loads of money and then getting money off, are you paying like the original price of what them things used to be and they just like inflated the price? It's like either way they're getting more money. I mean, I don't know. We don't have Target in Northern Ireland.
So basically that guy gave me more than $30 off.
Yeah, again, you guys, I need to pop on away. I need to transform into Karen immediately. I feel like if I were a girl, I'd be a very attractive girl. Who would I look like? I definitely feel like I would look like Angelina Jolie, because I have got quite a square, chiseled, you know, jaw. And I won't lie, girls with chiseled jaws are actually kind of sexy. Well, anyways, guys, that's where I'm gonna leave that video there. That is some people who talked about their pretty privilege experiences. Pretty privilege is real. It's a real thing. I've experienced it, especially in the gay community. But it's so crazy to think that these girls get so much stuff for free just because they are attractive. Anyways, that's where I leave that video there. Thank you so much for watching this point if you have already, and I'll see you all in my next video.